One Zambia, one nation. Thank you for joining us on Zanis News. I'm your presenter, Faith Katai. The headlines. Human Rights Commission praised President Hichilema. Chalilo area of Chitambo district recording high crime rate. UNDP RTSA partnered to curb road traffic accidents and reduced rainfall predicted in the southern part of Zambia. Zanis News in detail. The Human Rights Commission has praised President Hakainde Hichilema for the restoration of law and order and human rights, among others, in the country. Human Rights Commission Chief Information and Training Spokesperson Mwelwa Muleya has observed that the restoration of the law and order is a huge milestone as it promotes democratic tenets. Speaking with Zanis in a walking interview in Lusaka, Mr. Muleya also urged government to remain steadfast and ensure firmness and fairness in the administration of justice in the nation. Mr. Muleya has further commended government for embarking on legal reforms in terms of bringing law and order, professionalism, and integrity in the public institutions. President Hichilema on Friday, December 22, 2023, during a press conference, highlighted the positive strides his administration is making in the promotion of law and order and democratic tenets, among others.
Creating a conducive democratic environment is very critical to the promotion of the rule of law, constitutionalism, and human rights. The restoration of law and order, which had obviously broken down in the recent past, is a huge milestone in the creation of a conducive environment for the promotion and protection of human rights. And that should be upheld and promoted. The environment where, private entities, individuals, organizations had usurped, state authority, and creating confusion and havoc in the public space is regrettable, and it's good that it has been redressed, and we hope that there will be no return to such an environment because it jeopardizes the promotion and protection of human rights. We just urge the new Dawn administration to remain steadfast and ensure that there is firmness and fairness in the administration of justice and the laws, and that the path or the trajectory that has been embarked on in terms of legal reforms, in terms of bringing law and order, we have been receiving every year is access to justice. A number of individuals, particularly vulnerable groups of societies, without any means of securing legal representation, have had their cases lagging for years in correctional or detention facilities. And that is unfortunate. Now, the decentralization of institutions that are mandated to deliver justice, such as the Attorney General, is welcome. It's welcome. It's joining other institutions of justice delivery, such as Legal Aid Board, the National Prosecution Authority. Those institutions should work closely together to ensure that their services are readily available to the vulnerable members of society, away from the center of Lusaka in the outskirts. So the decentralization of the Attorney General's office, chambers, is a welcome move. And we look forward to speed and fair access to justice by a number of people.
Government has completed the construction of the Akasokoshi Weir in Luingu district of Northern Province. Northern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lewis Mwape, who visited the small-scale dam site, has challenged farmers in the area to use the infrastructure for the agricultural purposes. Sylvia Zulu has more in the following report.
This is the Akasokoshi Weir Dam in Luingu District, Northern Province. The dam, which was being constructed by the Zambia National Service at a cost of 2 million kwacha, is complete. Northern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lewis Mwape inspected the completed works in Luingu.
So this facility, first of all, is intended to be used for agro and also for domestic use in terms of water and also livestock. So there are three things that were planned in the first place by government to support the Ministry of Agriculture, especially the people of Luwingo. It is complete and ready to use.
Mr. Mwape says government is hopeful that people in the district will take advantage of the facility to improve farming activities.
Behind this farm, there is a farm block called Masonde Farm Block. So government is in the process of allocating land, and a number of farmers have already acquired land. So we expect farmers that are going to invest in livestock, farmers that are going to invest in agro, and also people can also use this place for pumping water upland.
Luwingo District Administrative Officer Alik Kampamba says the dam will assist people in the Musonde farm block and local farmers.
This is supposed to be feeding the farm block, Musonde farm block. So we have a good number of farmers with pieces of land. So we wanted, as government, to empower the local farmers so that they can be growing crops throughout the year. That is rain-fed, and also during winter, that is winter maize especially.
Reporting for Zanis, Sylvia Zulu in Luwingo District.
Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe has called for enhanced security in Chalilo area of Chitambo District, which has been recording an average of 10 murder cases per month. Mr. Mwanakampwe called for the operationalization of a police post in the area, being constructed using the 2022 Constituency Development Fund at a cost of 118,000 kwacha. The permanent secretary, who said this when he inspected the police post, also revealed that Chalilo area is on a monthly basis recording 20 cases of defilement. More in the following report.
It records the highest cases of crime in Chitambo district. According to police in the district, Chalilo area records 10 cases of murder and more than 20 cases of defilement each month. Apparently, Chalilo has never had a police post. 10 years ago, government started building a police post whose work stalled.
I'm appealing through your office, PS, if this police station can be opened fast. Me, I'm very much ready to provide the manpower through the high command from the province.
But the works have resumed with funds from the 2022 Constituency Development Fund.
This is a project which has been here for over 10 years. This one here, for over 10 years. And we cannot condone such kind of projects to take such a long time.
In this area, PS, this is where there are a lot of crime. I think this facility, the police post, has come at the right time.
Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakampwe, who was in Chitambo to monitor progress of Constituency Development Fund projects, has inspected the police post, whose works are nearing completion.
By next month, we should be talking of our officers shifting to here. When we're talking of crime numbers here, on average, that's way over the roof, and we can't allow to just throw such kind of an area under the bus. We've got to manage it.
The residents here are calling for security in the area. Bekile Nkunika for Zanis in Chitambo.
In other news, at least 71,000 registered farmers in Kabwe district of Central Province have benefited from various government programs such as the Farmer Input Support Program, FISIP, and training by the Ministry of Agriculture in the just ended year. Minister of Agriculture District Marketing Officer David Banda says 3,591 farmers and 23 field officers were trained in various agriculture programs. Mr. Banda says among the activities conducted include irrigation and water harvesting technologies, crop management, pest control, and entrepreneurship. Meanwhile, Kabwe District Commissioner Lennox Shimwambwa, has praised the Ministry of Agriculture for its good performance in the farming input distribution exercise. The district commissioner says the ministry should be commended for distributing inputs to 20,516 who, he says, have already received the farming inputs.
So under this program, the district had a target of 20,764 farmers, of which by the end of the third quarter, all the farmers had deposited their contribution. And as it stands now, about 20,516 farmers have already collected their inputs, leaving us with a balance of 248 farmers.
Today we are saying we're only remaining with just under 200, about just slightly over 200, from 20,764 who were on the FISIP beneficiary list. Today, the 26th of December, we are saying only remaining with just about 220, 230 thereabout. That is remarkable, dear colleagues. Last year, we never were any close to this. Our farmers now are just, all we now need to do is just to pray for more rains. Pray for more rains, our farmers are planted, and we are very excited. Even the other alternative programs for the civil servants who used to be on FISIP are no longer on FISIP. Now we have alternative programs for them. They should just go to DACO's office and we'll clearly ensure that these issues are done.
We now give you an update on the cholera situation, this time in Monze, where the district has so far recorded 3 positive cases of cholera, with 2 patients admitted to Monze Mission Hospital, while 1 is admitted to Manungu Cholera Center. 1 person has since been discharged from Monze Mission Hospital, bringing the cumulative total number of cases to 4. In an interview with Zanis, District Health Director Gocho Kapova says the district Health Department has heightened contact tracing, community sensitization, among other measures to try to stop the further spread of waterborne disease. Dr. Kapova has also called on Monze residents to take cholera preventive measures seriously if the spread of the disease is to be contained. We take a break, and when we come back, we have education stories plus more. Stay tuned.
Hena korera ninzi korera bulwazi bwa kusomona imuntu ujiswa bulwazi bwa korera ulasomona kuluka kapati itubi tulamenda menda manji imulwazi ulanganyota kapati agambwa kumana kwa menda mubiri imulwazi iwa korera wenga wahwa mumawola alo ali 12 gombo kutita jana busirisi buli kaboto hena munzira iri buti muntu bwagwanya kujana bulwazi bwa korera igunywa menda alo atabikibyo musamu ja tuzunda na amenda aje sitombe igurya jakurya jalo igubere hamanza atasahigwa igabuto na igubere hamitiba na himwi alo atasahigwa amimusamu na mwamenda ajisi imusamu walo ja tuzunda igurya jakurya jitawunigidwe jalo jakarwa nzinini igurya jakurya jitontola jalo jalegekwa na jajilo yalo jenero tija oburuga boto igurya jakurya jamumazira igurya imijelo naji humani yalo jatasahigwa gaboto hena munzira iri buti muntu mbwa kwahugwa bira burwazi bwa korera igubona masimpe guti wabagwananganya gaboto menda agunywa igwinda mugubona masimpe guti ajigwa na igubiko musamu wa chlorine amusambe mumanze nugubere hansipa na menda abigwe musamu ja tuzunda mwamana kubere haje mbuzi amugisibige nango jigasaha ija kurya gamutana agujirya amuhunige ija kurya jindi yonse igutegwa guti gitakarwe nzinini mutari ija kurya jagura mu mazira amuberehe ija mbuzi jindi yonse amulitantamune mugobere hayigumbuli na tupepa rwa plastic mugusowa tubi ambone masimpe kuti tubi twasogwa na kubikwa mu jimbuzi ambone masimpe kuti jimbuzi jindi yonse gajisalala na gajihunigidwe oyimulumbe wale twakulindunye abamutabulanga nyanseba mu gisi
Great fun and maximum entertainment awaits you this January on Topstar. For a monthly subscription of 180 kwacha on Antenna Classic Old Dish Smart. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster ride of daring revelations, laughter, and war moments as we premiere The First Lady in a Story of Wealth and Power Hunger starting January 10 on Novella E+, daily at 1950 hours. Extend your entertainment to the best of Bollywood on Z1 and action-packed blockbusters on ST Movies Plus and more in the comfort of your home. Ignite the little ones January by keeping up with the favorite Bluey for a good time and world-saving antiques on Bowie, Cartoon, Baby TV Plus more. Download the Star Times own app now and enjoy content on the go. Subscribe 180 kwacha now. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, has partnered with the Road Transport and Safety Agency, RTSA, to curb the road accidents on the Zambian roads. UNDP Program Specialist and Head of Inclusive and Sustainable Growth Unit, Charlie Selisho, who disclosed this during the handover of medical supplies and hospital equipment to Mtendere Mission Hospital in Chirundu, has since called for enhanced sensitization on the benefits of road safety in order to reduce road accidents in Zambia. Ms. Selisho says there is need to promote a culture of road safety among motorists and other road users. The government is constructing a state-of-the-art boarding facility at Siazwela Primary and Secondary School in Pemba District of Southern Province at a cost of over 800,000 kwacha. The project, which is being implemented through the Constituency Development Fund, will provide decent accommodation to learners. Pemba Constituency Member of Parliament, Lamek Hamata, has visited the project site with a call for speedy works in order to address the long distance that pupils cover to attend school. Details in the following report.
Siazwela Primary and Secondary School has long served as an educational hub for the region bordering Pemba and Sinazongwe districts. For years, a small and dilapidated structure has served as a dormitory for this school to shelter girls coming from far-flung villages. Here at Siazwela, we girls overcome many obstacles just to reach school, such as crossing a difficult terrain and dangerous streams. Our boarding facility here has its own set of challenges, like sleeping on the floor, occasional discomforts from insects, and poor sanitation facilities.
We have a very serious challenge in terms of how to accommodate the girls moving longer distances.
But change is on the horizon as government, through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, is constructing a state-of-the-art girls' boarding facility. This will not only provide a safe and comfortable haven, but also safeguard the girls from exhaustion, harassment, and other dangers they face on their long commutes. Pemba Constituency Member of Parliament Lamek Hamata has visited the construction site.
We are constructing a dormitory for girl child to make sure that our girl child they attend these classes the following day in a very conducive environment. We decided to put up this dormitory, which once it's completed, it will be able to house about 44 girls.
Chintunangamba, Zanis in Pemba, Southern Province.
The Zambia Information and Communications Technology Authority ZICTA Director General Joel Nalubamba says that his organization will connect 160 schools to internet services in 2024. Mr. Nalubamba says out of the over 13,000 schools across the country, ZICTA has connected over 550 to the internet. He was speaking in an interview with Zanis in Kabwe shortly after the validation of the development of a digital curriculum for the Ministry of Education, which is expected to be delivered in mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry, and English at a cost of 1 million kwacha. He states that connecting schools will ensure teachers and learners access the digital technologies and tools.
I think we are close to 13,000 schools in this country. as ZICTA on our own, we've done, on behalf of government, obviously, we've done close to over 550 schools. We're looking at doing 160 next year. And you can see this is a very, very small number when you look at the number of schools. So no, not all schools will be connected, but the government is looking at using alternative technology to be able to reduce the number of schools that do not have internet. And this is an ongoing project. We're looking at 2025, 2026 to at least see some significant impact in terms of access to the internet.
We take our second break, and when we come back, Kasama Municipal Council signs a 2 million kwacha contract to pave CBD. Stay tuned.
Kodi kolera ndi chani?
Kolera ndi matenda othulula. Munthu amene adwala matenda ya kolera amathulula kwambiri ndi kusanza. Dothi lake limakhala ngati madzi momwe atsukira mpunga. Ndipo munthu odwala kolera, madzi mthupi lake amatha kamba kakuti iye amachoka kwambiri kupyolera mkusanza ndi kuthulula kwambiri. Munthu odwala kolera angamwalire m'maola 12 kaya kuti 12 hours ngati sanalandire mwamsanga thandizo la mankhwala.
Kodi munthu angatengere motani matenda a kolera?
Kumwa madzi adothi, kudya zakudya ndi m'manja mosasamba mwadothi kapena kugwiritsa ntchito mbale zotsukiwa ndi madzi adothi. Kudya zakudya zimene zinangosiwa mosasamala posabwinikira. Kudya zakudya zozizira zachimbala zimene sizinasungiwa bwino. Kudya zakudya zimene amagulitsa mphepete mwa misewu. Kudya zipatso ndi ndiwo zamasamba zosatsuka.
Kodi kolera ingachinjiriziwe?
Gadusani madzi anu akumwa kapena kugwiritsa ntchito chlorine. Sambani m'manja ndi madzi aukhondo ndi sopo mukamaliza kugwiritsa ntchito chimbudzi. Funditsani zakudya mukalibe kuyamba kudya. Osadya zakudya zimene zimagulitsiwa mphepete mwa misewu. Muyenera kubwinikira zakudya kuopetsa kuti ntchentche zingakakeko. Nthawi zonse muyenera kugwiritsa ntchito chimbudzi. Pewani kugwiritsa ntchito machemba kapena maplastiki ngati chimbudzi. Onani kuti dothi litayiwa mchimbudzi. Nthawi zonse onani kuti zimbuzi zikhala zaukhondo ndipo nthawi zonse pambowa wa chimbudzi chanu pazikhala pobwinikira bwinobwino. Okubweretsani uthenga uyu ndi aunduna wa zaumoyo.
Great fun and maximum entertainment awaits you this January on Topstar. For a monthly subscription of 180 kwacha on Antenna Classic Old Dish Smart. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster ride of daring revelations, laughter, and wow moments as we premiere The First Lady in a story of wealth and power hunger starting January 10 on Novella E+, daily at 1950 hours. Extend your entertainment to the best of Bollywood on Z1 and action-packed blockbusters on ST Movies Plus and more in the comfort of your home. Ignite the little ones January by keeping up with the favorite Bluey for a good time and world-saving antiques on Boeing, Cartoon, Baby TV Plus more. Download the Star Times On app now and enjoy content on the go. Subscribe 180 kwacha now. Topstar. Enjoy digital life.
Solwezi Central Member of Parliament, Stafford Mulusa, has bemoaned the continued abandoning of constituency development fund projects by contractors, stating that they sourced outside the province. Speaking when he visited an abandoned 1-by-3 classroom block at Mayonde Primary School, Mr. Mulusa says going forward, only local contractors will be awarded CDF projects. He has asked all contractors wishing to apply for CDF projects to do so in their respective constituencies. More in the following report by Jennifer Mutoshi.
Is abandoned and works have stalled since September, depriving pupils an opportunity to learn from a new classroom in the first term of 2024. Solwezi Member of Parliament recently toured the CDF project at Mayonde Primary School, and he is not happy with the development.
We are urging the council, even in our CDF meeting, I think we proposed that can we cancel this contract, because this is now a delay unnecessarily. This project has its own money. The contractor, who is also not a local contractor, abandoned this project and went back to Kitwe.
Solwezi Town Clerk Stanley Mbewe, who accompanied the MP, says this contract has terminated itself.
This contractor has terminated itself, and the contractor today is terminated because the contractor has abandoned site. And like we have agreed, within 2 weeks, we're likely to have a new contractor. We want in the first quarter, we should have handed over this project so that come term 2, our pupils will be learning in a new structure.
Meanwhile, the local workers have this complaint.
24 September baishire kuya kwamba mbatwaya twake msendera maji kufuma pa September kufika January zino zetu na kwamba so bonse ke twatambura ponangwa maji na ngwatu wanungweni.
Reporting for Zanis News in Solwezi District, Jennifer Mtoshi.
The Kasama Municipal Council has signed a 2 million kwacha contract with Robocom contractors to work on the drainages and pave the 1.5 kilometers walkways in the central business district. Kasama Mayor Teresa Kolala says the contract will be undertaken using the 2023 Constituency Development Fund allocation. Mrs. Kolala says the council has already approved the fund, stating that the contractor will soon be paid to commence the works. She says the contractor is also expected to work on some potholes in the CBD, adding that the works are expected to be done within 3 months, but may be extended due to heavy rains. The mayor said this in an interview with Zanis in Kasama.
This paving is specifically for the CBD, and we have since finished the preliminaries, and we are making sure that the contract is done according to stipulated time. The company that we've contracted is Robocom Construction, and the contract sum is 2 million kwacha. And we expect them to finish the works. Initially, it is supposed to have been 3 months, but looking at it that it is a rainy season, we've given them an extension of another 3 months after the rainy season. And we ask them to do the paving, pothole patching, and also work on the walkways. And I would like to make an appeal to the community in the CBD to make sure that you cooperate with this contractor so that they can do their works accordingly.
The Zambia Meteorological Department has forecast reduced rainfall activities in the southern part of Zambia. According to the latest weather update that the department has issued, rainfall activities will be confined in the northern part of the country. The Met Department has attributed the dry spell likely to be experienced in the southern part of the country from 4th to 11th January 2024 to the Intertropical Convergence Zone, which has moved to the north. Lakson Makosa reports.
The Zambia Meteorological Department has forecast reduced rainfall activities in the southern part of the country from the 4th to the 11th of January 2023. According to the latest 7 days weather forecast, the southern part of the country will experience isolated rains, while the northern part of the country is likely to experience increased rains under the same period. The Met Department now explains.
For the forecast from 4th to 11th January, we see that these areas in blue are expected to receive rainfall between 40 and 125 millimeters, while these in green are expected to receive rainfall less than 30 millimeters. The kind of rainfall that will be experienced over the southern parts of the country is that of isolated, where we have some heavy falls in some areas, while other areas will remain dry.
Meanwhile, the tropical storm Alvaro, which formed over the Mozambican Channel, has induced a low-pressure system over the southern part of Zambia, resulting in reduced rainfall.
Our country was that of reducing rainfall over the southern parts of the country. Currently, it has bypassed Madagascar and it's over the Indian Ocean, and these effects are slowly reducing. But what we see for Zambia is that we have a cloud band over the northern parts of the country for today, and we expect this scenario to continue in the next 7 days.
The Meteorological Department also attributed the reduced rainfall activities in the southern part of the country to the Intertropical Convergence Zone, which has moved to the north. For Zanis, I'm Lakson Makosa.
Now, Lunga district in Luapula province has this year seen a number of developmental projects taking place in the area. For the first time, the district has had internet connectivity, which is being supplied under Starlink, while government has also launched the construction of communication towers in the area. Here is a report by Teddy Malungo.
Lunga in Luapula province has for a number of years now been facing challenges in a number of areas. These challenges range from blocked water channels, which are the only means of passage to the district that relies on water transport. Lack of internet, lack of reliable network adds to other challenges like lack of accommodation for government employees in the district. However, 2023 came as a year of opening up the district to development, as among other developments, the district was connected to the first ever internet courtesy of Smart Zambia using the Starlink internet. To answer to the challenge of accommodation, a team of permanent secretaries led by Permanent Secretary for Special Duties at Cabinet Office, Patrick Muchereka, was in the district to check on stored works and find ways of completing them. The team also checked on works on new housing units being constructed.
People can come here, it's raining, people are working. Very soon the houses are done and our people can move in to provide services to our people, because we've been informed that most of them reside in Samfya. We want them to shift it to Lunga. This is why we are here, as you can see. As government, we are very committed to provide the necessary services to our people in Lunga. That's why we're here, to demonstrate political will. And for yourselves as officers, Mr. Wadi, you will need not to spend so much time in the Mansa. For sure. You will have to be here. And if you go to PS, if you go to, what's the other district? Chipili. So you find a lot of incomplete projects littered everywhere, abandoned. Chamber is the same. Mansabongo is the same. You know, these are projects that started, like you have said, 2014, and completely abandoned some of them.
To sort out the challenge of blocked channels, a contract was awarded and the channels are now clear.
I'm delighted to stand before you here to officiate at this event of deepening works and excavation works on the dredging of the Wiantashi Transportation Channel. The government recognizes the paramount importance of the transportation channels in Lunga district, as they serve as the lifeblood of the region, facilitating the movement of people, goods, and services.
Just before the year end, Science and Technology Minister launched the construction of towers that will improve network connectivity in the district.
Ocho tuishire kuno tweva tumpele tawa bakte tuli kumikoti ngatuma na imwa balanda kyalo tefine. Ocho tuishire kuno ngala mitumina kwa kandono twefu akasati kabuno kulunga. Na papo dichonse vichitike kano twalika potawa Italy. Kano twalika potawa Italy. Shita ulapwa. Balefwaya ba contractor nga baisa kuno ukutambo kukula tawa balefwati abakalabo bakwimba ifirindi fya tawa nesha pusana bakabe abantu besu abekala kuno kulunga.
With these developments, there is hope going into 2024 for the district to see more developments. Teddy Malongo reporting for Zanis News in Lunga District in Luapula Province.
As part of its gesture to show love and care during the festive period, the Nakonde District Administration has given 50 elderly people a rare New Year treat of assorted food items. Nakonde District Commissioner Marvelous Sikapizia, who presented the items, emphasized the need for society to take care of the elderly. Titani Zulu has the details.
While it is tradition to celebrate and present gift hampers to Christmas and New Year babies, the government authorities in Nakonde District also extended a heartwarming gesture to 50 elderly people to mark the beginning of the year. Nakonde District Commissioner delivered meal, sugar and salt to help meet the basic needs of these elderly people in Katonko village of Nakonde District.
kakurya kasita chani mwesi nyene kuti chazipa pamwinja mwaka ya.
Meanwhile, the village headman thanked the authorities for the gesture.
Nawa ni chimwemwe nkhani kuteko witu wa UPND ni ntunguluzi zitu wa DC nawa na witu wa na ntunguluzi owizile kuvya kulya vyo watupa kwa songo wa kolochi kumilelele o imizima nemo ningate mukuti uteko mwe wantu we uteko leza amipale muwaombu mutende swinyama ofesi inu ya wapepwa acho twawa ni chimwemwe sana na wantu wane wantu wakweleza sisalifyani vino uteko ukuombu wa UPND.
Titani Zulu for Zanis in Nakonde District.
Mukengi Mission Hospital Executive Director Jairus Fumba has called for procurement of new mortuary equipment at the health facility. Speaking to Zanis in Kasempa yesterday, Mr. Fumba attributed the sad development to the malfunctioning of the mortuary units. Here are the details.
A morgue or mortuary in a hospital or elsewhere is a place used for storage of human corpses. In modern times, human corpses have primarily been refrigerated to delay decomposition, sometimes to keep them for identification, or better still, to allow preparations for respectful burial. From King Mission Hospital, the facility has challenges as it does not refrigerate bodies owing to the malfunction of the mortuary.
This is our 6-body unit. What is making this noise? The temperature inside that is not reaching the lowest temperature to preserve the bodies. So we need the support. It is becoming expensive to repair it almost every week. So we need an overhaul, maybe just to replace the whole unit completely and have a new unit.
Meanwhile, Mr. Fumba has this appeal to make to the local authority.
Approximately 30,000 and above. So we can target a little bit higher, maybe 40,000, get a brand new unit. So that's our major appeal. Being the only hospital, when the mortuary is not working, where do you take the bodies to preserve? So we ask people to bury the bodies maybe the following day so that we avoid the bodies going back.
Kasempa Town Council Chairperson Brian Kakunkanya has this to say.
Coming to the support from the local authority through the CDF, I think we are determined. Council Secretary, this should be our baby, and we should put it on our shoulders to ensure that this facility, this institution, is actually supported 100%.
There is no doubt Mukinge Mission Hospital mortuary need overhauling. Reporting for Zanis News, I'm Chebunkoma in Kasempa District, Northwestern Province.
And that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, we take a look at stories that made headlines. Human Rights Commission praised President Hichilema. Charlie Law area of Chitambo District recording high crime rate. UNDP RTSA partnered to curb road traffic accidents and reduced rainfall predicted in the southern part of Zambia. And that's all we packaged for you on Zanis News. This has been Faith Katai on behalf of the entire Zanis production team. Have a pleasant viewing.